Hello, friends. Welcome in. We'll give a few seconds for, I think, a raid's about to happen. It's kind of literally watching. I think there will be a bit of... I have a few people here already, but I'm going to be a little patient while we wait for that, and I'll get my working area organized while we wait a little bit. Mariah's going through her awesome GitHub repo. I think looks like a ad roll right now, so might be a good thing I haven't been rated yet. We'll wait for that ad roll to play off. That's because I'm trying to front load them so that when the real thing starts, he won't get inundated with ads, but I'm still experimenting with all of it, so thanks for your patience while I get all of this get all of this going. Alright, that ad should be done very soon. Alright, we're back on the main feed. So yeah, while we're waiting, I'll give you an overview of what we're gonna be doing tonight. More fun with my package development for a project called shinylearning, which I'm trying to kind of make as a mix between getting a template app going and muted. Really? Uh-oh. Is that true? Check my levels here. No, really? You're scaring me, Unicorn Coder. Am I really muted here? Oh, okay. I was doing some tweaking last night. You may have saw that if you were tuning into that virtual working session. Okay. Oh, Daniel's here. Welcome, welcome. All right, we're gonna get going here. So as I was alluding to, probably some more package development work with the shinylearning project that I've been working on for the past, seems like it's been a while, but I just haven't had a lot of time to really make huge amount of progress other than the streams over here. Probably some story time here and there. I double checked this stuff. That's right. If you all of you are not aware, I retweeted Daniel's tweet. He's doing an experiment with his kind of workshop teaching. I believe the first session's tomorrow, and you might have another one later in the week if I recall. But definitely check that out. Not sure, depending on my schedule, if I can tune in live, but if I can't, obviously best of luck with that. I know you've been working your tail off for that stuff, so kudos to you. Oh, I bet it did. I bet it did. I know there's a lot going on, and plus your defense. We're all going to be tuning into that if we can. I'm literally going to make my darndest sure I'm going to take that day off for a vacation day. And we have our raid. Okay, my alert still doesn't work. Welcome, Mariah and friends. I decided to do this a little early, but I'll go to my usual intro now. It is Wednesday night. You know what that means. It's time for another Shiny Developer Series live stream. So let's get to some package dev with Shiny. Let's have some epic stories here and there, and maybe a little racing if I feel like I need a little break to unwind a little bit. It's been an interesting day, interesting week. I got some relatively big news that I'm still digesting for the day job, which I think is going to be a pretty darn good thing, but I'm still kind of digesting how it all happened, so maybe I'll tell more about that. Who knows? So let's say hello to our friendly chat, make sure my stream deck is working fine. Unicorn Coder, hello. Jeremy Data, Daniel, of course. My Yuka, hello. Great to see you. virtually see you. And Jackie Tran, yep, thanks for tuning in. yeah, we got a good crowd. Let's get into this, shall we? And Mariah, yeah, of course. Not sure how long you'll stay. I know you like to get your sleep, but maybe we'll have some entertainment here while you unwind a bit. All right, let's get to the work at hand. So for those that aren't aware, I have a repo set up. Obviously, I haven't updated the README yet, where all this shiny learning fun is happening. If you all want to follow along, I will put that in the chat. I should have a command for this in the future, but it's been a busy day. I haven't had a chance to tweak all that yet. We made some pretty good progress last time in terms of a little bit of
calcium _ apoptosis.
Thank you, calcium apoptosis. That's a distinctive nickname. I love it. And you got the little mog train going. So we made some good progress last time with kind of getting into the insides of packages like Use This and Golem, and this other package that's relatively new from David Grandjean, which has a French name that I probably can't pronounce, at least I think it's French. Truly? I don't know. David, if you're ever watching this, I'm sorry, but you know me in pronunciations. You should be used to it by now. So anyway, we've gotten into the insides of a little of this, and I want to take bits and pieces of all of these for the Shiny Learning project. So we're going to get in the weeds a little bit. I'm going to, hopefully make some progress where I have a function or maybe two functions that give you the app structure right away. And then it's up to you to kind of edit stuff from that point on. So, you know, we're going to dive into now, right? We're diving into a little Visual Studio Code action. I believe I zoomed the font this time right off the bat, Unicorn Coder, but if not, you keep me honest, of course. So let's open up our fancy Docker container. Why is that initial commit thing hovering up? Oh, because I had the tip there. Okay. Let's get into this. Hello, David. Welcome. Hope you're doing well tonight. We're getting into the package development weeds again. I need to figure out how to fix that. I have an issue on my tracker for the RDev project. Oh, wait. What did I change? Oh, rats. Okay, well, we're gonna have to rebuild it. Hopefully this doesn't cause any chaos. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're spinning up, Okay, well that thing's always there. Alright. Oh, we're good. We're back in business. Alright, thank you, Unicorn Coder, for that confirmation. I must have been doing some setting tweakings from before. Who knows if it really finished. What we see on the bottom here is it's downloading all the extensions in VS Code that I have set up in this container, so sometimes that takes a little bit, but we can at least look at what we did here in our dev notes. So this is just as much for my benefit as anyone else's. A recap on what I wrote down literally in the stream last week about what the Use This package gives us. It gives us a couple functions here and there that help you kind of write files, create new files, even some based on templates. And I'm really intrigued by the use of this Whisker package to populate a template file. And then Golem also has its own take on it with the add module function. And another one called module template, I should say. And that writes the R script of the module, but they take a slightly different approach where they literally write it line by line in a series of kind of cat or paste statements, I guess. So I've kind of gotten used to the habit of, for the work projects, having a single file that's a template and then having the little placeholders in there to inject the various bits inside. I kind of like that. Kind of, to me, makes easier for me to understand. So we'll go with that. Now, a little bit of tricks I worked on earlier this week for the stream setup. Let's see if they work here. You don't like my little head up in the upper right? Well, let's move that to the lower left. Aha, I love the fancy bits there. That will be going into our my next OBS tutorial in the very near future. Kind of fun to like, wee. Okay, fun times. fun times with OBS trickery. So, all right, let's get into this. So, where did I leave off? I had a function going. I'm calling it the very creative add shiny learning. Whatever that, I'm not good with naming things, so let's put it that way. Oh boy, VS Code is not happy with me with the linting here. I think it's because I have a lot of lines, should be more than 120 characters. Yeah, we could probably break this up a bit. Take my shiny stylings here. I should probably turn that off at some point. It's getting a little annoying, but yeah, well. Trailing white space stuff. Okay, why is this doing this? Okay, and then get up. Copilot thinks it's know best. No, it doesn't know best sometimes. Okay, so what we have here, and this is what we're trying to do, is I think I borked something when I tried this the last time, is we have a template directory, which we will probably look at now. Again, this is just me getting familiar with all this again, because it's been a minute since last week. Okay, where am I? Oh, I didn't scroll down, no wonder. Let's clean up our stuff here. Inst. So page 1. Okay, yeah, okay, so inst templates, this template is the main template here. But we have a directory for the first module, a directory for the CSS stuff, and then we have app.r. So the ideal case for me is that we take basically the insides of this template directory and we copy it to wherever the destination is that the users wants to put the app in. So that's again a take like what Use This and Golem do when you bootstrap something. So I'm kind of following the similar paradigm here, and I think I messed something up last time and I got too tired to fix it. We're gonna fix it now. Okay, so before that, let's do our friendly dev tools. We're using dev tools to kind of load our package assets. I would do load all for that. Nothing broke there, that's great. Okay, so I think what I tried to do before is put it in this prototyping directory. This is kind of like my scratch or template area that is not version controlled by default. So we're gonna go with that again, and we're gonna create, run, well, that's a bad typo. Learning. Call this X4. That's some bad naming things. Okay. Now we're probably actually, before I call that, I should do a debug once on this, because I know it's not working correctly. I want to debug it in the execution. So we haven't debugged functions before. This is one of the easier approaches I take for debugging a function when I know it's probably got a problem from the start. This will flag it to be debugged right away. And let's do that again. X4. All right, let's get into this. Okay, so we're in the debugger now, and we're gonna experiment with the file copy stuff to make sure that's working correctly, because I think I messed that up last time. So let's step through that. This should create a directory called ex4 in the prototyping area. Yes, we do, and it should be empty. Yep, it is. Move that down now. So this is what it's trying to do. It's saying, okay, file copy. Ay, yo, why is it? Good grief, VS Code, don't do that to me now. File underscore copy does what it says it does. We're gonna copy it from the inst area. And then we're gonna use fs path to define where it goes. So we have a path with the prototyping. Oh, I'm really gonna turn that off soon. Oh, that's really bugging me. www navigation.css. Now, I think the problem is that I never created this directory yet, so I don't think it's... I think when I tried to copy it before dir copy, it didn't work. But I'm actually going to try that again because I'm wondering why that didn't work. Okay, so first things first, I am deactivating Copilot. I do not want it right now. Okay. It's in my way sometimes. All right, so what I want to do here is basically use this same line, but not the actual file itself. I want to just do this. This is what I want to do, is that the system file, although I'm not sure if this really works for directories. This may only... I think it might work for directories. I guess we'll find out. I don't see many examples of this with directories, but we'll find out. Okay, so that's the source, the destination, path, name. Now I think this should just put it in there, but again, we're gonna find out. That's why we're in the debugging mode. Okay, so let's see what that did. Ex. Well, hey, look at that! It did work. Okay, so why did I mess up last time? I have no idea, but that's exactly what I wanted. Now in ex4, we got www and then navigation.css. We can verify that with the fs third tree. Type in ex4. It gives us a nice kind of tree command line version of like a tree diagram of the directory structure. So good. We've got that. I feel like we're in a good spot. The next one I want to copy is the module directory, which I'm calling page 1 for, again, non-creative names here, but we want to use the same thing. Sometimes, oh, good grief. All right. It may be a topic for Kuhn Ren and the team on the VS Code extension of like, how do I make the hovers not so intrusive, but that's for another day. Page 1. I feel like this should work just the same. We're about to find out. All right, ex4, page 1, page 1.r. Ooh, we're rocking now. We are rocking it. Okay, so now the last one is the app.r, and that should, instead of this crazy stuff, this should just be app.r. Get rid of that part, and then now fs path. And this should, in theory, work the same. It's just copying a file. We will find out. And look at that. Look at that, friends. I think we've got, let's do our dirt tree on it. We've got prototyping ex4, app.r, page 1, page 1. Nice. All right. That's... What on earth did I do to screw that up last week? I have no idea. But I guess sometimes you need like a few days to step away from something, especially something you're not really used to. Like I'm not as used to in R itself doing the file operations. You give me a Linux terminal, I can ls rm-rf root directories like a boss, but when I do this in R, I'm still a a little fuzzy on some of that. So, okay. Now, that's copying everything. What I want to do now is I want to explore the ideas of injecting variables inside. So I need to refresh my memory on what that was here, but we can open up app.r here. Did I put any placeholders in here? I did not. I think it may be in the page 1 file. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. So we've got it here. And you notice I have app title as a variable here. Now, I think what I want to do is have this as a parameter in that file or that function I'm creating now, add shinylearning. But I think what Golem does is they default this to the app name. Okay, now I'm, again, dusting off cobwebs, whatever cliche you want to use. I'm remembering this. Okay. Now, okay, so this is a different approach. What this is going here is that the use template creates a file from data and template found in the package. That's a little extreme. I just want to inject that variable of app name in it. And I do that with just Whisker directly. I believe I can. What about my notes? I thought I wrote that down. Let me look at it again. Use this use template, uses Whisker render. So maybe I need to look at that function again. Oh yeah, they had this like render template stuff, so they have like a few functions in it. So I think the easiest way is to search for where they use Whisker render in the GitHub source of the package itself. So we're gonna do that here. What? Did I not type that right? Let me just search Whisker itself. Okay. Let's see what this had. Okay, move my mug over to the upper right while I read this. So actually, now that I have the phantom monitor trick working, I'm basically looking at what you all are seeing when I look at my screen. So if I see that my handsome face is blocking that music, not that music, that text, then I can quickly move to the upper right. Okay, so Whisker render. Let's see where they use Whisker render. I may just use this myself directly, but I don't want to make this harder than it really is. So they have a template path, Whisker render on the template path, and data is the list of things that they put in. Okay, so let's, okay, we're good somewhere. So let's read about Whisker render again. Oh, did I not type that right? Oh, it's Whisker dot render. Okay. Okay, data is a parent frame. Name the list or environment. Oh, okay. Well, that's easy enough. No idea what the partial stuff is. Now the value is a character with rendered template, so we're gonna have to kind of write that back out. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a good question. What is the current track right now? What is that? The 10s? Oh, the one I like is from Mega Man 9. Blown Mind Bolero. Nice. Right. Okay. Now maybe this is why I use this as their own wrapper, the Whisker renders, because they... Oh, okay. They have a write over utility function. So where is write over? Is that in this file somewhere? Let's see. No, not that. Ah, a Mac shortcut again. Right. Okay, I need to find where that write over is. If that's simply just... Right. Oh, they export it, so we could probably use it. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can use it. All right. Nice. Tan is here. By the way, Tan, let me go back to the overview here. I disable GitHub Copilot. I will never disable Tan Copilot because, of course, with you here, and this, oh gosh, the green screen destroyed the effect of it. That's supposed to be Pikachu. He's transparent now. He's at my side now after I found that the other day with cleaning. All right, back to business. Welcome. Hope you're doing well, Dan. The jet lag, I'm sure, is still somewhat there, but hope you're getting rest. All right, so we're going to use this write over function from use this to basically write over that template file with the output of Whisker render. Okay. All right, let's see what trouble we can cause now. All right. Whisker render. Path. Name. Page 1. What did I call that file? Oh, page 1.r, of course. Okay, so they use a name the list. We will do that here. I'm gonna break this up a bit. Did I call that app title in here? Yes, I did. And I'm gonna set this to app name. Whoops. Whoops. All right. Okay. Let's see if this does anything. Oh, okay. Well, first, glad you're doing better. You're right. Anyway, there's nothing he can't do. His X-Fund package. I actually used that today. Yeah, side tangent, but it's my stream. Why not? what Tan is talking about is Iway, of course, the author of Knitter and R Markdown and all things in that ecosystem. He has a package called XFun. Love the name of it. And it has some great functions. Not sure if it's covered here. Let's see. He has a function to embed files as base64 encoded strings inside an R Markdown HTML output. This, yeah, in fact, this is what it is right here. Yeah, he's got it linked in his R Markdown cookbook. Or what you can do is you can have code chunks. Oh, sorry, Unicorn Coder. I'm on it. I'm on it. Okay, dark mode here. You can embed files as a downloadable link. Yeah, you can even customize that. You can even download it directly. It'll be like a zip file. This is super handy. I actually used this today. So first, I guess, mini story time here in terms of dev work today. Some of you have been following my chats on the Discord channel that I've been alluding to in various ways. First, if you're not on that Discord, good grief, come join us. It's a great community. We love it. We love chatting about all things R and streaming and just cool ways to learn from each other. Anyway, I've been working on some internal packages at work to release for a quote formal release basically in a couple weeks or early December at the latest. And on top of just getting the packages all bundled up with bug fixes and
who's ready for story time with
our podcast?
Baby!
It worked! That's awesome. That is awesome. All right. We may be on an ad for some people. I'm not sure. If somebody wants to confirm that. I didn't notice the time was flying more. Oh, maybe not. Are y'all seeing ads right now? Well, of course you're not going to be able to hear me, but hopefully you heard that alert. But anyway, story time. So on top of getting the packages all tidied up and everything, I wanted to get some internal documentation going with package down sites. So we have an RStudio Connect server at work, and so we've been deploying obviously Shiny apps there, but some colleagues on my team that have been focusing on some really important packages that we're using this what I'll call tool suite. Thanks to some excellent work from my supreme teammate Will Landau, who of course is the I haven't finished the story yet. We're still early on. Unicorn Quarter, sorry for that. Like I said, I'm trying to get the ads in a better shape to minimize those interruptions. Anyway, my colleague Will had helped us learn how to do package down and to deploy it on our internal RStudio Connect server to deal with some esoteric deployment stuff that we all kind of learned the hard way. So anyway, it was my turn to make some package down sites because there was two of the packages in this suite of 4 are kind of the more recent ones that we developed. And so I've been learning package down and been tidying up on the format of like the reference section, putting the vignettes in there. And one of these packages is basically a wrapper on ggplot2 for kind of standard templates that we have for visualizing what I call simulation results. But we're in an enterprise shop. And if you're in an enterprise shop like I am, you probably know what format people use to communicate results, especially in team meetings. You know what I'm talking about. Whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, it's a PowerPoint shop. So we have in this package, it has ways of creating custom PowerPoint slides with the plot filled in, with the yeah. I have many other adjectives for it. I have long rants about that. We'll have to save for another time. But so, because I can't win that battle of getting people on web-based slides that can actually do things like Plotly or do things like DTs and cross-link them together, like I did for my R Pharma talk. Yeah. So you can't beat them. You just gotta play the games, as they say. So we actually leverage the officer package to inject the plot and some kind of placeholder text in certain areas of the slide. And our package is a wrapper on top of that. So the user just have to call one function. You might say it's called like add slide or like add this type of slide, something like that. So anyway, those things work great. And I'm tidying up the vignettes for this package, and I'm thinking, you know what? If I'm going to show them the code to not only make the plot for like one of these data types, but also the slide for it, wouldn't it be darn cool if they could see that slide right away without just being a manual screenshot of it? And that's when I remembered about xfun and the embed file function that we're seeing here. So that was an amazing thing. It actually works as advertised. I even got really slick with it. We're in the vignette chunk. I write the PowerPoint file to like a temp file that the FS package helps me create. I feed that temp file into the embed function that you're seeing here, compile the vignette, and lo and behold, after that code chunk that technically doesn't run, there's a hidden one that runs that shows them the code to make the slide. There's a little download link, and it is that PowerPoint file right in the vignette. That is really darn cool. I love it, because I'm going to use that trick a whole lot with other things in the future for reporting. Maybe embedding like a small snapshot of data or a static image like PNG of a visualization if they want to just rip it out of the vignette without manually saving it themselves. So yeah, a little bit of abstraction stuff, but I love doing the cool tricks that make my life easier. Like, this is not something I wake up to and saying, you know what, Eric, I'm going to use Officer and I'm going to make the best darn slides ever. I am not that person. No, never will be. But what I am is something that makes my job easier, so that if they can get what they need out of it quickly, it saves me a lot of headache. So that was a cool trick I did today. Eways functions are simply awesome, so xfun does way more than this. But that was a good learning stuff today. Been a productive week. Never heard of the Officer package? Well, let me show you that. We're gonna... Why I know so much about it? Because when I was in this phase a couple years ago where I didn't do the best job of saying no to certain things, I was basically approached in one of our... We used to do this regularly. We don't do this as much anymore. We kind of had a day or a couple days that were meant for like everybody to not have meetings and to literally just brainstorm cool things that we can do that help the business, help the teams, help our productivity, leveraging the cool tech like an open source or other programs. And so somebody approached me and wondered, oh, we have this team that keeps making PowerPoint decks manually by copy and pasting results of analyses. They're not our programmers, they're from the communications team. They'll take static outputs that us and stats gives them. They will manually lift them into the PowerPoint. They have to have someone else QC that they didn't screw up the copy paste stuff. It takes a whole bunch of time. It has some potential for errors. And this person knew that I was like one of the R people, and wondered, hey, is there anything we can do to automate this? And I said, yeah, probably. I heard good things about this officer package. And sure enough, that became a Shiny app. So I have a teammate at work who's going to be coming back from his vacation a little bit, who ever since that experience has now razzed me as Mr. PowerPoint in my team, where I am by far, like, it's my stream, I'm going to be unfiltered here. I detest PowerPoint with the fiber of every fiber of my being, as they say. So the last thing I want to do is make PowerPoint slides. So, but it was at a point where I was like, there's something that bothers me even worse, is when people are doing so much manual stuff that not only costs them a lot of productive time, it can also cost us time to debug any mistake that can happen. So that's where I built this Shiny app that basically lets them load data. It lets them tweak the plot in the app itself, maybe change the axis label, maybe zoom in a bit. And then it has thanks to Officer, it injects that plot into a template slide, and they can download it by hitting like a create slide button. And yeah, that's how I learned about it. So that's the story about Officer. So if any of you have to deal with this in your day jobs, or really just kind of want to see what this is about, the link is in the chat if I can copy and paste there. So the author of this, David Gohel, I believe that's how to pronounce his name. He yeah, now you're going to be like that teammate I have, Tan, I know it. He I think he's in a consulting company or something in Europe, but I'll be honest, I am super thrilled he's made this. And in fact, he kind of calls this suite of packages the Office verse of all things. Yes, this is a thing, but whenever I get into like industry meetups or conferences, even at our studio conf over the years, this right here, whenever I get in touch with the people in like my life sciences industry or whatnot, we all share stories of leveraging this kind of stuff, because it is just what we have to do sometimes. So yes, the Office verse is a valuable thing. If you ever watch this, David, which I highly doubt he would, I've talked to him before, like in issue trackers before, but thank you for doing this, because I may not like PowerPoint, but you make the experience of creating this stuff from R as easy as possible. So thank you, David. So yeah, that's more than you ever want to know about the Office verse. All right, where was I? We're away from PowerPoints here. We're going to fill templates with this whiskered render and see what happens here. And let's see if this breaks anything. Okay, so let's inspect what filled temp looks like. Did it fill it on the spot? I thought it was returning. Oh, it may have already done it. Let's see. No, this seems odd. Maybe we should look at the timestamp of that file. Let me see what the timestamps are for that. No, not that one. Oh, that time seems off, but that's definitely not the current time, so it didn't do anything, really. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? So template. Oh. It's not a file, it's a character string, so we have to read the file in. Oh, okay, okay. That's what did me in. Alright. Let's look at that again. Let's look at what use this did for that. Okay, I gotta go back to where I was before. Yeah, read UTF-8. Okay, is that a utility function as well? Let's see if that's in, use this. Not use this, use this. Read, no. Is there a function? I feel like that's something they wrote. Oh, sure enough, it is a base R function. Oh no, it's from Xfun. Look at that. Okay. Huh. It all comes full circle here, doesn't it? Okay, so okay, we're gonna break this up a little bit. I'm tempted to do it all in one call, but let's be nice to future me. It's fine, read F8. Now this is what we will grab into here. Okay, let's see if that does it. Yep, that looks like all the file there, and this is what we want to change dynamically. And now, instead of this is going to be temp contents. Let's see what happens here. Yes, you can see it, EX4. That's the title. It's obviously not split or anything, but that's exactly what we wanted. So let's save this before we go too much further. Let's go back to what this did here. They did that right. Oh, they did that right over function. Yeah. Okay. They returned the file path of it, I guess. So, okay. Just shamelessly steal that. Okay, so right over, it's the same area. Back here. And this should be filled. Yep. Alright, let's see if this doesn't. Oh, we're gonna have to automate that. Okay, but well, 3. All right, moment of truth. Did it really write it over? Ah, see that? No. All right. Let's see if it wrote it over. Look at that, EX4. Oh, these little things add up, everybody. These little things really do add up. We injected a package we injected a template variable using a package that I've never ever used before. So this is cool stuff. So we can get rid of this. Now, the other fancy thing I'm thinking of is when the user does this, I want them to be able to open that file, or well, there's more kind of like helper stuff I want to do. Like, we've got the app structure in that directory now, but most likely they'll be using something like RStudio to edit this project. See, I said it already. I want to create a project file for this to make it look like they created a project in RStudio themselves. Then they open it up and everything was just here. So like I want this ex4, this ex4 directory that we're in here. I want a something.rproj to make it a project file, which I believe Golem does if it detects it's in RStudio. Let's look at that a bit. Now use this also has a function that I'm sure does that, but let's I don't want to see how Golem approaches that first. Now the way they do it in Golem is they create an actual package infrastructure, which I think pretty sure I saw something about RStudio in here at some point. Let's see if we just search for that. Okay, so they have a GUI to do it too. That may be something we look at in the future too. But I think when they do create Golem, they use this create project. I bet this does it automatically. Okay, let me look up that for a bit. Create a package or project. Okay, so we want to create project. Path. If true, cause use RStudio to make the new package or project into an RStudio project. Okay. Let me experiment with this first. I won't open it, but I'm going to try doing that with my very expanding prototyping directory. Project. Just going to call it that. Video true. And equal false. This may not work in VS Code. We're going to find out. This is what we saw like a month ago when I first started this, when I was trying to use this things, and it got really mad at me when I was trying to put a project within a project. So I'm going to get out of this. We're going to do it somewhere else. All right. Yeah, I love that. They kind of spice up the choices there. I give them credit for giving them a variety to like, oh my gosh, get the heck out of here kind of stuff. Let me see. I'm going to make some temp areas myself here. That's outside of this. Workspaces. Just, yeah, let me try making some here. This is all temporary stuff at this point. Pseudo that nonsense. Okay. There's your Linux crash course in file and directory permissions for your night. Okay, so we're going to use that. WD, it's workspace is silly. Okay, we're going to remember that. I think it's just this. Let's see. Okay. created an R subdirectory. Let's see what that's about. Okay. Ah. Space is silly. Well, I don't want that R subdirectory. I'm taking care of that. All I want is this file. Is there any way to disable that? Bizarre. Okay, let's go back here. Any like additional arguments? No. They're obviously opinionated on on the structure of an analysis project. They want an R subdirectory to hold your files. Any other easy way to create an R project file? There is another package that I may look at here real quick about this. The RStudio API package might have their own take on it. Let's see if I see anything here. Initialize project. Let's see what this is about. Okay, we're going to try that again. Okay, so go back here. Get this. All right, let's see what this will do. Yeah, I suspected that. So this will definitely not work in RStudio or VS Code. I figured as much. Okay. Well, I suppose the easy way out of this is we still use the other function, the create project, and we just wipe out the R subdirectory afterwards. But maybe that's a good thing in a sense. Maybe for this app structure that we have here, again, going back to visualize this again. Maybe it's not a bad thing to have an R subdirectory for like just like supporting functions. Like what's kind of ironic about all this is that I'm so tempted just to make this a Golem project right off the bat. But as much as I love Golem, because of course I'll say once you go Golem you never go back, it may not be for everybody right away. I don't want to force them into it. So that's why I've resisted the urge to simply just use it right away. I may build that in for the power users later on, but for now I don't. So maybe it's just a good kind of design choice to have that R subdirectory for people to put stuff in. So you know what? Let's go with it. We're just gonna use this package to get that R project file in there. So after this, I thought you would enjoy that advice, Tan. So Unicorn Coder, I mean, for me, it would be the easiest way, but that's an opinionated way of doing it that I don't think the majority of the users of what I'm trying to do here are going to be as interested in going into right away. This is really meant for kind of, oh, looks like another ad roll's coming. I'll kind of blab a little bit while I wait for that to finish. There's some, yeah, as someone that's new to this, especially if you're in a situation where you picked up Shiny for a bit, you now are so excited about Shiny. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm gonna stall for a little bit while we wait for the ad to load up. Let's see what our music streaming. Oh, this is a good one when this queues up. Okay, let's see. Does the ads done yet? Almost. Gosh, I've been streaming for an hour, no wonder. So what it's happening is it's trying to do this only every half hour. Although it was supposed to wait longer. Okay, we're back, I think. Okay. All right, I think we're back, Tan. So I'll finish up my train of thought there. So my target audience, oh, that's interesting because it showed up on my feed when it was going off. Anyway, my target audience for what this package is going to be for is somebody that now knows Shiny a little bit. They either want to show other colleagues they have or others, you know, like how they build their Shiny apps and showing the iterations from like prototyping to midway to like production kind of stuff. It's more about the process of building the app, not so much that the process begins in a production mindset right away. So for me, even though, like I said, it's extremely tempting to use Golem, it's not right for what I'm trying to do here yet. But I will entertain that in a bit. So with all that said, we're going to keep it as like a basic template. And we're going to just get this R-proj file in there. Understood, Daniel. You got a lot of things ahead of you, so work away. Good luck with that. Okay, we're gonna have that as reference while I start adding comments here. Let's see. Okay. Project. This is going to be that SF path again. I really should make a variable out of this since I use it so much. Video equal true. Equal false. Okay. Yeah, that alert should have worked. Oh, I'm bugged about that. I had it all set to go too. What in the world? Why didn't it work? Let me see if I can trigger it. I'm looking off screen, by the way. That's why you're not seeing anything. All right. Let's see if this works. No. Okay, epic fail. Sorry for that all. Anyway, all right, get back to business here. Okay, so I think I've got the path and app name, RCU true, open equal false. That's that. Let's try this here. Just in the browser, make sure there aren't any crazy stuff that happens here. Oh, it's gonna keep doing that, isn't it? But when we did it before, it did not get mad at us, so I'm still gonna do no to this. We're just gonna have to do this somewhere else. All right, Jeremy. Yeah, thanks for joining. Have a good rest, and I'll see you next time, whenever that is. My hopes of doing this a little earlier is that I'll also be able to go to bed a little earlier too. I'm getting older. I'm getting less than 6 hours of sleep isn't exactly working well for long term. Okay. Anyway, okay, we'll try this in a different place next time as we build this out now. One thing I did notice is that when this function works, it is a little chatty when it does it, but I think that's okay. So let's just kind of leave this as it is. Now, what we can do to debug this, kind of like the full situation of it, is actually we should return the directory path. So I'm just gonna not do this. I'm just gonna do that for now, and then we're going to clean that up a little bit later. Okay, good news. There's another side tangent, but I'm part of another Discord of the Linux friends who got me into all the tech behind all the streaming. We just set up automation to show the alerts of when I go live on their channel as well. So good. I finally got that fixed. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna run. I have full tangents tonight. I should have warned you all. That sometimes happens when I'm in a good mood as well as maybe a not so good mood. There's my command history. Okay, add shinylearning. And so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna, instead of using the prototyping directory, there's a cool fs file temp over the arguments here. Actually, I need to look up this as well. Fs file. I just used this today, but I can't remember if it does it well for directory stuff. Oh, maybe a path temp. Let's see what that does. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. Yeah. Learning. 5 best temp. Oh, okay, that came from use this. Yeah, okay, I forgot about that. We'll just do accept it for now. Okay. So it's a little chatty there, but I'm okay with that. We just need to use this right over. There must have been an argument about. Okay, what? Oh, Is there any way to tell it? I guess I don't really need to use this. I could just use a different function to put it in, but this was really convenient. There's no way to like force it to say yes, it seems like. Let's make sure I didn't miss it. Designed mostly for internal use. Yeah, it seems like I need to do something different than this one. Okay, well, that's fine. The easiest way is to do the cat statement. I mean, that's the really easy one. We can do that. Okay, we'll put the browser back in here to make sure this works. Oh, that's because up here or anything like override equal true, yeah. That's a good catch, just in case. Okay. That should work this time. Okay, now we're here. Let's make sure the cat works. Not that kind of cat. We have, we used to have some friends joining the stream with lots of cats. Alright, let's see. That's our path. Whoops. Okay, we gotta change into that. No, wait a minute. No, there's something wrong there. That. Oh, What? Hold on. Let's see what the timestamp on this one is. Let's view this one a bit. Does this have the EX? Okay, this has the EX in it. I think the other one does not. We'll take a look. Yeah, that's the bogus one. I think that was from the debugging before. You know what I mean? Okay, anyway, I think we're in a good spot. I'm just gonna wipe this one out and we're gonna try that again. Pretty confident that we are in good shape here. this. What? What happened there? Okay. Oh, we got rid of it. Let's try that again. Okay, we've clearly done something silly here. We just gotta figure out what. Let's see what this did end up. Alright, so let's see what's in ES5. Well, that's bizarre. Should copy the directory. We had that working before, so like, why is it not working now? Every time I think I solved it. Alright. Go back here and get rid of it again. So the fster create works. I'm a little paranoid about something here. Let me look. Make sure oh, this is all intact. Okay, that's good. This is gonna copy the templates www folder, and let's make sure that really did. No, there's okay. Now we're really getting some strange things here. So it doesn't like them when I put it somewhere outside the working directory? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me, this is override command? Let's see what this evaluates to. Yes. This should be dir copy, that's the dir. We're going here. I can just try without the flag. Not sure why that would cause a problem. That was one thing I changed. Okay. Whoa, that's... that's a little bizarre. Let me... Why on earth, when if you just have override true, it won't do it as a directory? Okay, well... That means I have to do some air checking to see if this already exists or not. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check that here. In fact, we're going to clean this up with it a little bit. Since I use that path so much. May have to be nicer about this in the future, but path. Oh, the tabs, the spaces. Gotta clean that up. All right. Sweet. Alright, now what that means is that I do not need to worry about overwriting anymore because it's going to be a clean slate every time. And we can just change this to that path. Now it's a little cleaner in terms of this stuff. Okay, all that variable renaming was for a good cause, I promise. Okay, so did I accidentally wipe out? Oh, there it is. Okay. I think this will work now. Let me just remove that. It's 5 just in case. This is what we want to see. Not that this is any important, but let's see what it did here. Yeah, the X5 there. We have the app.r. Let's see what page 1 looks like. Yes, 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 yes. This is great. We got the RStudio proj file. Yep, ex5.r proj.get ignore. Everything is set to go. All right. Whew. Took a little bit to get there, and I'm still perplexed why the fs dir copy got mad at me about the overwrite flag being true. But I think we're moving along here. For the template files, that's what all this does. Don't do that. We're going to clean this up to say populate. Put page 1 active title. App name. Title. That's what this does here. This is going to put lines to file. And now we're going to wrap this in invisible so that it doesn't always show on the console when you just run it the first way. Alright, let's clean up our spacing here. Yep. That is a nice looking function now. We just need to add documentation here. Is there a... Let me just see if VS Code has a... Is this going to do it? Oh, no. That's not going to do it. I was hoping that in RStudio itself, there's a menu option that when you hover it into a function definition, it'll create the Roxygen skeleton for you. I don't think VS Code has that. But it's worth having a look. No, they don't. Okay. I'll have to go by memory here then. It goes like this. Add. Or it should say initialize learning. Maybe fresh, shiny learning app. Point of the wording here. All right. Store files. It's the current directory.
Get ready to die.
All right. Did I miss anything? I think that... Oh, I should declare... Oh, let's see, I use the namespace prefixing here all the time, it looks like, so I don't think I need to declare any imports. Cat's a base function, use this, we did that. Yeah, okay, so we can probably leave it at that. Let's see. Tools, document. Nice. We got our automated documentation all set up and looking good. Where did that silly directory come from? Oh, we should get rid of that. Space shinylearning. Okay. Alright, we're in a much cleaner spot now. Everything's looking tidy. This is going good. Now, the other enhancements I want to make is if we're in our studio when the user does this, to open that directory or that project right away. I think that's what Golem does. I'm curious. Okay. Let me check out the Golem docs to be sure. Okay, looks like we have another ad roll coming up, so stay tight, everybody. At least I think it is. How do I control that stuff? I had controls in it before, and I... Okay. Alright, I snoozed them. Hopefully they don't... I want to disable them for now. Okay. So, Golem. Back to Golem. Create open equal true. Okay, so let's see when they do open. How does that work? Yeah, I snoozed it. I figured out the control for it, so hopefully that works. Okay, if is true open. Okay, we're gonna borrow this snippet. 'Cause it's very clean. That's exactly what I want to do for what I'm trying to do here. Okay, so. Back, we will add that. Not that I'll rip off all their terminology, but I kind of want to just... Okay. Open the project with Art Studio. That way I'm being nice to my VS Code friends. Okay. We got an open true, so basically right after all this is done, now let's paste that snippet in. I'm gonna put credit where credit is due. Alright. Yep. So if RStudio API, now this is where the path is actually app path. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, we wanted the path to the rproj file, so we better make sure that's correct. path. Now this file is going to be the same as the app name, so we're gonna gotta use some glue magic for this. So I'll make a little tweak here. Hold on. This is where glue is used. Our garage. Okay. This just becomes our garage file. Okay. Now I don't want to change directory stuff, so I'm actually going to take out the else, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, that should do it. Cool. So that, document it, and then nice. So that function is, like I mentioned, this is getting a new app off the ground. What we'll probably work on next time is, let's say the user has been working on an app that they created with this. They've been, basically editing the heck out of this page one. They've done some things, and now they're ready to show what another app in this collection would look like. But they want to use this as the starting point. Whatever they edit here. That's where, in essence, what I want to do is take the contents of this file, simply copy it over to a new script with a new directory structure, like a new page directory structure with the file in it as it is here, and then that's going to be basically their second app in this. Now the tricky part is that we also would need to inject new code here to say sourcing that as well. So what I can, in fact, what I'm kind of envisioning is we might add more customization. Like I call it page one, page1.r for the module scripts. Maybe they want a different name for it. But if they do a different name for it, this second function has to be aware of what name they used. Hence, I probably need to have some kind of metadata file that I'll call page one internally, or page two, etc. But it will have whatever the user defined it as, and then I use that as kind of like the source of truth to make the new file. Maybe I'm over engineering this, which wouldn't be a surprise, but I want to make it flexible where if they don't like my naming convention, they don't have to use it. They can kind of just use whatever they want. So that may take some more thought that I might not have enough brain cells to do tonight, but it certainly is something I'll keep in mind for the future. All right. So before I head off, I'm in the mood for a little break. And we'll see if I screwed up the stuff for this, but oh wait, I didn't get it ready, did I? Let me think for a second. I'm going to be right back. Well, I set something up, so it's kind of like a break time. We'll see if my break time scene works. I gotta find where it is. I didn't make a button for it yet because I am lazy. Okay, so I'll be right back, folks. Okay, I think I have it. I have it ready to go. So let's give it a shot. All right. It is time for a little diversion. We're gonna do some racing here. Are you all able to hear that music, or is it not coming through? I know I've tweaked some things in the past. Let me check my... Echo again? Oh, hold on. How's that? Is that any better? Or is it still silent? It's always so embarrassing when I don't have this solved right away. Huh? Thought I had that fixed. Same? Hmm. Okay, well. we'll go with it for now. Yeah, because I thought I'd fixed that earlier. Okay, anyway, let's have some fun. What haven't I done in a while? Haven't done this one. Alright, who do I want to go with tonight? Haven't done Aston in a bit. Oh, dog. I need to get more items with this one. Okay, I need to boost 300 times. Okay, we'll do this one. So I'm not the champion next season because our next season hasn't started. So I guess technically I am. But the makers of this game have broken online play. So we can't race each other like we used to. So as soon as they fix it, the season's going back. But we've all been kind of waiting for the game makers to get their act together and rescue this. So we're a little bummed about that. But yes, I am still the season 1 champ. Or not season 1, but the latest season champ. This car is not very good at accelerating. Definitely not my best effort, but maybe just a challenge to catch up. Oh yeah, this is really rough. This is going to give my fellow racers a bit of hope to take me down when the season does get... Oh gosh, it's all going wrong here, as my friend Martin would say. Yeah, we may have to restart that. Yeah, I didn't DNF. Oh, I didn't DNF yet. Oh, goodness. My keyboard doesn't even work in this. Hold on. I am restarting that. That is an epic fail. I have no idea what language it's in. It's not open source, unfortunately. We wish it was, because then we could fix the server problems ourselves. But because they don't open source the protocol for the server, we have no idea what they're doing for it. Yeah, that was a rough first go, but I'm gonna get back in my my groove here. The key is being able to get your drifting going correctly, so you can get the meter filled up for the. And that's all going wrong. That's all going wrong. And I boost the wrong way. Good grief. Good grief. Well, I won't finish first on this one for sure. That's hilarious. As long as I don't get 8th place, I still have a chance to win the rest of this 4 races here. It's not meant to be realistic by any means, but just like the old arcade racers. And now I know why I never picked this car, is because the turnings are absolutely horrific on it. Yeah, this car is pretty rough. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Well, I did get 8th place. No, I don't like this car at all. I'm just doing it because I need the bonuses that you see there that I haven't gotten yet, so I can get more rewards. So we got work to do to get into first place on the rest of this, but we can do it. Yeah, do I have auto insurance? Not here. This is a fun track. It's kind of like the mix of the countryside and the winter snow look in here. Okay, I quickly got out in front. The key is to stay here. Oh, took that turn too quickly. There are some drivers in this, the AI computer drivers, I'll call it, that are very, very rude. You gotta watch out for that. Alright, we're gonna catch up to all of you. See what I mean? That's just rude. That was a good, wow, 220 on that turn. That's one of my better ones. Alright, I'm in striking distance. The key is just not get too far behind and then hit him with a boost at the straightaways like this. Oh, I hit the wall there. Alright, let's get another one in there. Should be able to get a couple more with the drifting. Oh boy, this is going to be tight. This is going to be tight, but I think we got it. I think we got it. Yeah, boom. Back to business. Okay, new skin unlocked. That's good. Good, good, good. All right. Ocean world. This is a good one. You're going to see some sea life here. If you overcook that, so to speak, by going in the red part of the meter, then it's like a stalled car and you have to work your way up very slowly after that. Now there's some cool scenery there. Got the dolphins around. All right. Oh, a rude driver again. There we go. Get that drifting going. Zoom, zoom, zoom. They're stubborn up there, but we'll catch up. All right, this one's up there is definitely keeping ahead. Oh, bad turn, bad turn. All right, got between them. Mike is in our sights. All right, we save a lot of boost for times like this. They ain't catching up now. I am the Terminator when I get a bunch of boosts in my wrap up there, and bam, that's how we do it. Got a ways to go before those achievements. Okay, where are we at in the points? Oh yeah, it's all in my control now. Oh, we got a raid. Oh, cool, I didn't notice that. Oh, the Dallion Stallion, we're taking a break, a little gaming while from the coding I was just doing. Then oh, I flubbed it. I flubbed it. Okay, this is gonna be tough now. This is gonna be tough. Let's see if I can catch up to the top 4 there. All right. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Thanks, Medallion Stallion. Oh, great respect for the Python community. I've been doing a little Python myself in some side projects. I'm by no means an expert, but I know enough to be dangerous. All right, we got catching up to do. We've got catching up to do. Do you think we can do it? Alright, let's get within striking distance. I turned too soon, but we recovered. Alright. This was the wide one. We have to work our way for this. Okay. If I don't make mistakes, I think I can pull it off. Oof. Uh-oh. That may have done it for me. Okay. It's going to be tight. Alright. Oh my gosh. He just, whoever that was, just wiped me out. But I think the good news is Victor is not in front, so I should win this streak anyway. That's hilarious. Oh man. Okay, let's see what the point total is. Yeah, Victor was way down there, so yes, I win the 4 there. And there's our trophy. Definitely rusty. I haven't played this in a while because of the online troubles, so I gotta retrain a little bit to get ready for the next racing season, whenever that takes place. Alright, well, put this aside. And back to where we were here. I think what I will do is I won. Yep, I won that sweet 4 race series. I got the most points, so I got myself the virtual trophy from the computer, as I say. So I'm gonna update this doc with to do for active stuff. Music is on. Oh, I know why. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, the echo should be gone now. I messed something up with the audio of the game compared to the other stuff. You should hear the music from the normal stuff now. But let me know if I messed that up. Okay, so what we've accomplished thus far is add. Yeah, I saw it in the sound mixer. Oh, lights went out. Hold on. We have spare batteries for the overhead. This there. There we go. All right. I know, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try debugging that off stream and do like a random unlisted stream on a different service to see if I can replicate that. Alright. A function for the new learning app. We got that done. Now the next one is going to be a new page of app based on an existing page. Explore using there's a patch called CLI that gives you those kind of nice messages in the console. For friendly messages console after key operations. To make the page naming flexible while keeping track of the overall structure. That's going to be a little tricky, but I think I can probably manage it. It's going to take some effort. Other things that I'm thinking of. This is for the future, but discuss interactions with True. Is that how we spelled it? I think I look it up again. What was it? Truelle. Okay. Discuss. I should clean up the wording on this. This is going to be possible integration as a GUI option for extracting the app. That would be really cool. I mean, I think it'd be kind of like a cool way to give back to what David's been doing. Even if this little learning app could be a part of it, why not? Okay. Well, gosh, we've been going for over 2 hours here. I think I kind of have the mantra of knowing when to call it, because if I do more, I'm afraid I'm gonna get into more debugging nightmares. And this honestly is really good progress. Like, we got this function working basically as well as I've intended, and now it's just adding on to the boilerplate here and being able to polish this up, hopefully for a bigger release later this year. Other things that I have on my mind while it's fresh is, where's my the things I'm gearing up for, and this has been talked about on our Discord as we've been thinking about some projects we can do that are kind of like meta, so to speak, is collaborate on some internal, you might say, tooling to help with all of our streaming kind of stuff, so to speak. So obviously Tan and Daniel have been talking about this, kicking that off. But what I want to do in preparation for that is at least get my VS Code tutorials done, because we might be able to leverage that infrastructure of live sharing to literally have 2 or even more than 2 of us on one stream working on the same package, the same set of R code. And that would just be radically fun to me. So some of you have given me input on this already. And Unicorn Coder, you've had great thoughts about this, and I know Daniel's chimed in a little bit outside of the issue tracker, and I want to get this going. So a lot of things have been put in place. But we'll probably maybe even use a stream next week to start this off, because I want to take advantage of this if we can, but I can't expect any of all of you to join me on this unless I make it easy to get started with VS Code and R to do all this. So that'll be my kind of like my next thing to set all this up, and we'll use the stream to actually record one of these, and then I'll edit it up and polish it up before I put it on YouTube and like a dedicated playlist or whatever, so that people want to just learn about VS Code with R, they have an easy place to go to. And hopefully, oh, it looks like we're on an ad here. for those that aren't seeing the ad, I'll just finish up my thought that I kind of want to get these tutorials done so that, yeah, we can leverage the live sharing feature a bit. I was too late on the snoozing of ads, so I have to wait a little bit. But while others are seeing this, we can do little plugs while we're here. That would be, if you haven't checked out our weekly, now is a great time to do it. We've had a fantastic issue this week where we have some great highlights on machine learning mishaps, when you might want to consider using a more performant file structure with R and reading your data in, and then even looking at using the new Apple Silicon hardware and getting R installed on it. So those are all cool things that I think we can really work on. So again, sorry for the intrusion on the ads there, but I'm just kind of winding down by plugging our weekly. If you haven't visited it before, we always got great issues, great insights, and of course, if you're on that, you might as well check out the podcast as well, where we have all the back catalog here on the podcast link on the main site. Just concluded episode 66 with Mike and had some great fun recording that. There's definitely a fun bit at the end there. I won't spoil it, but yours truly has challenges more than just pronouncing names. We'll just say that. But okay, yeah, we're getting pretty late here, so again, I think what I'll work on in the short term is, yeah, adding some more functions to shinylearning and getting ready for the VS Code tutorials so that we can start leveraging some of that cool infrastructure as we develop some cool streaming tooling with R and interacting with the Twitch API. Did I don't know sometimes what comes out of my pronunciation, so yeah. Anyway, it was a fun episode nonetheless. So yeah, I'll probably leave it at that. Like I mentioned before, if you're interested in getting in touch with me and the rest of our fun streaming community, head to our Discord. Put that link right there. And also, if you want to follow what I'm up to, you're seeing all the little things below. The YouTube channel, Shiny Devs Developer Series, it's right on YouTube. Obviously, see my videos here on Twitch. Keep up to date with my Twitter at the Rcast and that Shiny Dev Series for updates about that itself. And yeah, so I'm thinking I'll probably call it a night. I've been going at this for a while, but I'm feeling good about the progress. So y'all have a great night. I'm not sure if I'll be doing this tomorrow night because I got some things going on, but if I can finish them, I will. If not, I'm sure I'll see you all around next time. So that'll do it for me. Until then, that's end of line. Good night, everybody. Thanks again.